All right, welcome in, race fans. Dirt Racing Network's live coverage of the Dirt Sprint Car Championship Series. Friday night at the races. Invitational Championship Qualifier number 1. 2 races on tap for you tonight. Drivers in this particular event trying to make their way into the top 16 at the end of the night. Be invited to the $1,000 to win championship race tomorrow night. These guys have raced all of 2020 so far on Wednesday nights, with the exception of a couple of off weeks here and there. And several drivers were qualified all their ways to the championship by way of their feature wins. And so they are exempt from having to run in this qualifier, but everyone in here going to have to work their way in. We'll come up with about 40 cars for tomorrow night. You'll pay $1,000 to win at the end of the night tomorrow night. Tonight, no paydays. You're just working for a spot right now. Guys out here for practice about another 40 seconds. They'll get ready to go through their qualifying session. As soon as these guys are done, there is a whole new group. We're going to be right back here at the Knoxville Speedway, ready to run session number 2. Appreciate you guys spending. Lots of stuff going on, Mr. King. You are correct, sir. I love it. I wish I was watching all of that at once, but I got to focus on one race, man. I can't sit here and watch it all together. Lucky you, sir. My friend Scott King sending me a picture of his multitasking. He's watching all the races at one time right now. This one and World Outlaws, and I don't even know what else was on that other one. But practice session winding down. We'll get ready to go to qualifying. Couple of heats on tap for you. But right now, something very special to start our night as usual.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Foley and Mr. Foley. Fantastic invocation tonight and the wonderful Star Spangled Banner. We're going to get ready to put these guys down on the grid. 2 heat races on tap for you. Get right in here. On the pole, Swindell Speed Labs, number 74 of Adam Elby, and to his outside, the Supermoon, number 80 of Vinny Sansone. Row 2 on the inside will be the 81 car of Dylan Semmelman, and to his outside, the 888 of Corey Wenzel. Oops, we didn't mean to turn that off. Third row, inside, the 06 car, Rylan Gray. To his outside, Garrett Pepiot, the 47 car. And on the back row on the inside, the 88 car of Garrett Holsey and Jarrett Bolliard in the 97 on his outside. 8 cars in our first heat race. Everybody will go straight through to the feature. Everyone tonight in race number 1 will make the transfer to championship night tomorrow night. Two races back to back here. Guys, don't forget likes, shares, and follows. If you're watching over on YouTube or on the Twitch channel, say hi in the chat. Racing tonight, racing tomorrow night, and then Sunday starting the week over again. DSCCS tonight and tomorrow, and Great Lakes Sim Racing Series at 7 Eastern on Sunday. I turn around and follow that by a dirt series on Super Late Models on Sunday night at about 8:30 Eastern. But right now, green out of turn number 4. Championship qualifier number 1 about to get underway right here. Elby and Sansone. And the green flag is in the air. We are racing. Elby quick to the front. Sansone had to work around Semmelman. Semmelman took the inside, slid up in front of him. Now Sansone secures second, at least for the time being, but Corey Wenzel right behind Semmelman. Semmelman once again tried that slider line, and Sansone had the outside closed off. And now Semmelman clears the 80 car. But Vinny cuts it right back underneath. Looks like we're going to have a battle the rest of the way for second, unless one of them makes a mistake. Good racing right here at the front. Adam Elby cruising out in front of everybody. Oh, a little contact there. Sansone got into the left rear of Semmelman. Semmelman gets into Corey Wenzel. Wenzel ends up upside down. It's not going to bring out a caution because we're so far behind the field to be able to reset those cars into the infield and not have to slow this thing down. It is Elby, Semmelman, Sansone, Gray, Halsey, Bolliard, and then Wenzel and Pepiot both in the infield after that contact. Halfway right now. 5 down, 5 to go. Adam Elby, 3/4 of a second out in front. Rylan Gray starting to close in on Vinny Sansone. All this is for starting positions in the feature. The further up in your heat race you finish, the closer to the front you get a start. A short night like tonight, the closer you can start to the front, the better your chances are going to be of picking up a victory. Still Adam Elby out in front. Just under 2 laps to go. He is 9/10 of a second ahead of the 81 car of Dylan Semmelman. Vinny Sansone, Rylan Gray, Garrett Holsey, and Jarrett Bolliard in that order as the white flag comes out. We're watching second, third, and fourth right here because Elby is already into turns 3 and 4 for the final time in heat race number 1. He's going to pick up the win. Dylan Semmelman, Vinny Sansone, Rylan Gray, Garrett Holsey, and Jarrett Bolliard in that order. They'll wrap that one up. We'll get ready to get down here for heat race number 2. On the pole, the Wicked Cushion, 19 Designs, Team SETI, number 57 from Mayborough, Queensland, Australia. He is the Flying Aussie, Craig Dunn, on the pole tonight. Heat race number 2 on his outside, a 127 car of Blake Machulis. Row 2 on the inside, a Fatheads Eyewear 19 Design, Setzer Fabrication, Tony Stewart Sim Racing, and number 15 out of Placerville, California, Nelson Webster. And on his outside, the Ultimate Dirt TV, Black Number Motorsports, a number 54 of John Batista from Ellerton, Florida. In the third row on the inside, the Car Crafters, Topper Town, a number 38 from Albuquerque, New Mexico, Travis Oldfield. And on his outside is going to be the 47 car of Ken Dakey Jr. And on the back row, with the SteelCycles.com, number 5, going to be Brandon Steele. So once again, everybody's going to transfer. You're racing for your starting position in the feature. These guys will finish this up. We'll give them a couple of minutes of warm-up here to work some more of the track down before we get to that feature. I'll throw them out here for the feature. And we'll just see what the order is. Basically a test and tune night for these guys for tomorrow, as they will all be in the 1,000-win championship feature tomorrow night. Well, hello there, Flying Fossil. What you doing, buddy? Should have come in here and raced this, man. Could have been in the big show tomorrow night, sir. All right, Dunn Machulis going to bring us to green out of turn number 4 this time. Just waiting for that pace truck to leave the racing surface. There he goes. Loud pedal depressed, green flag in the air. Heat race number 2 underway. Dunn takes a good lead early. Here comes Machulis on a rocket shot out of turn 2, and he closed 2 car lengths, headed down the backstretch. Almost single file all the way back. It's kind of a hornet's nest back here around Dakey, Oldfield. And I believe that is Brandon Steele. Yeah, Brandon Steele now falling to the back of the line, so single file it out pretty much for this one. It's Dunn, Machulis, Webster, Batista, Oldfield, Dakey, and Steele in that order. About 2 car lengths separating first and second, second and third, third and fourth. We may have a different definition of what that means down here, Mr. Fleck. You may have to explain that to me later. And I'd probably prefer you did it privately. Just kidding, buddy. All right, 4 down, 6 to go. Machulis all over the push bar on the back of that 57 car of Dunn. But he's got trouble of his own. He's got Nelson Webster peeking to the inside in turns 3 and 4. Webster, good drive through the center of the corner. Uh-oh, Mr. Dunn flickering out. What happened to Craig? There he is. He's back. He was gone for about a straightaway. That brings everybody back right on top of him. And they were 3 wide coming out of turn 4. Mild contact right front to left rear. Machulis into Dunn. Good battle here at the front. Top 3. Back and forth, back and forth. Machulis and Webster still side by side. Dunn kind of escaped there for just a second. Machulis thought about the slider. Couldn't pull it off. Now he's got to wait, and that gave Nelson Webster a good run into turn 3. He's going to take second away for the time being. Great battle right behind our leader right here. Lap and a half to go. Webster now back on that slider line into 3 and 4, trying to get there on Dunn. Couldn't do it that time. A white flag. One more time around. Heat race number 2. Dunn still has the lead. Machulis went for the slider line, and Webster crossed him over. Good gap this time, heading down into 3 and 4. Well, Webster covers the inside. He is right alongside the leader coming out of turn 4. Dunn going to pick up the win. Webster, Machulis, Batista, Steele, Oldfield, and Dakey in that order. So a couple of minutes of warm-up here. We'll let these guys work the track. Well, actually 1 minute. We won't even really have time. We'll run this short video. Thank you to Tim and everybody over at Tim Sims for all the help they give the Dirt Racing Network and the dirt racing community in general. These guys have their 60 seconds here. This track's still very heavy. They expected twice as many cars in this one, and I guess people just forgot they registered for a race. I don't know how you forget you register for free for a $1,000 race, but okay. We'll get ready to grid our feature out here in just a moment. Thank everybody for tuning into this one. Don't forget, we're going to have another one immediately following this one, providing we do have enough drivers for it. Just seems like a lot of people have forgotten what was going on tonight, but hey, like I said, I guess it's easy to forget $1,000 up for grabs. Adam Elby going to be on the pole with Craig Dunn to his outside. Dylan Simmelman and Nelson Webster will be in row number 2. Row 3, Vinny Sansone and Blake Machulis. Row 4 is going to be Rylan Gray, John Batista, Garrett Halsey, and Brandon Steele in row 5. Row 6, Jarrett Bolliard and Travis Oldfield. Row 7, Corey Wenzel, Ken Dakey, and on the back, Garrett Pepiot. A little bit of a practice race for these guys. Everybody going to make it to tomorrow night. They will join those that are already locked in to that 1,000 to win race. Got a big fancy check for them and everything. So we'll make one more pace lap around here. The Knoxville Speedway. A 1/2 mile. Manual count tonight on the laps, and race control is going to do their best to keep me informed of the lap count so that I can keep you guys informed of where we are in this feature. We are going to go green this time out of turn number 4 with Adam Elby and the Flying Aussie Craig Dunn on the front row. All right, pace truck's going to head to the infield. Elby's on the throttle. Big jump for Elby. Simmelman was ready for it, and Dunn was halfway sleeping right there, and he is going to fall all the way to third. So it's Elby, Simmelman, Dunn, Webster, Machulis right here out of turn 4. It is a Hornet's Nest behind that. Batista, Sansone, Gray were 3 wide coming out of 4. They're almost 3 wide through 1 and 2. Vinny Sansone on the bottom. Rylan Gray was on the top. John Batista has escaped the clutches of that side-by-side battle. And now Brendan Steele trying to work his way to the high side. He's following Gray around. Sansone stuck in a bad spot down there. That is where the track is starting to wear just a little bit. And that line is starting to go away. You either want to be below it or above it. And right now it looks like being above it's a fast way to get around. Good battle behind that. Garrett Halsey and Corey Wenzel for just a moment. Now Wenzel right in front of Oldfield. This is a battle for 12th. 11th and 12th right there. Oldfield went to the basement. He might have the spot here as he comes out of the basement, trying to go to the penthouse and just couldn't have the room that he needed. Oh, there's a car in the fence. 88 car. Garrett Halsey, he grabs it back up, but he loses 3 spots in the process. Go back and check on our leaders. There's single file. Nose to tail still. Look like 140-mile-an-hour parade laps. Elby, Simmelman, Webster. Getting ready to be in lap traffic. Ken Dakey Jr. All kinds of problems, and he's right in front of these guys. He is a full 14 seconds behind the leaders and just about 2 seconds in front of them. Nelson Webster, the 15 car, trying to make some moves right here, and he is using all kinds of different lines. He is just not able to make any headway. Semmelman and Elby got together. Elby loses 2 spots, moving back to third as Semmelman got around. Semmelman had the inside on him, and I don't think Elby saw him until it was too late. Caution, caution, caution. Wasn't for Dakey. Somebody got sideways. Right there. Wenzel, Batista, and Bolliard all get into a little bit of a scuffle. Everybody's able to continue. That saves Ken Dakey Jr. He was just about to go a lap down. Now he'll be able to get all the way around and tag the back of the field. But it's Semmelman, Webster, Elby, Dunn, Machula, Steele, Gray, Sansone, Oldfield, and Batista in our top 10. Nine down, 16 to go, 25 laps, the distance. So it'll be 16 to go when we get the green flag back, and the light should go off on the pace truck right here. And they do. So we'll be racing towards lap number 29 now. Guys, don't forget, like, share, follow, no matter where you are watching us. Come over to the Dirt Racing Network page on Facebook. Like, share, and follow. If you're on YouTube or Twitch, follow us there. You'll know every time we go live covering great dirt racing here. Pace truck is in. A little bit of a hickey up start right there. Semmelman started to go, slowed it down, and then went again. That gives him a big advantage going through turns 1 and 2. Over Nelson Webster. Webster, Elby, Dunn, and Machulis. The top 5. Machulis had his hands full for just a second. Brendan Steele. 5 car. 3 wide. That time in turns 1 and 2. And now Machulis is able to escape that. Steele falls in behind him in the 6th spot. And Gray fell back to 7th after that exchange. 3 wide again behind that. Oldfield, Sansone, and Gray. Travis Oldfield makes the pass on Vinny Sansone that time. Move him into the 8th position. That's the 38 car, that green car right there in front of the orange one. Vinny Sansone in that 80 car. Now Oldfield looked to the inside of Gray and just too much momentum on the exit, and he didn't have enough room to move up. So Travis Oldfield settled right back in behind for the time being. It's a good battle back here. The best side-by-side battle on the track right now. Semmelman is out to 3/4 of a second over Webster. Webster, a handful of car lengths over Adam Elby. Elby just in front of Dunn, and Dunn barely in front of Machulis. That's your top 5. And getting down, 10 to go this time by. Dylan Semmelman out of turn 2. Right rear, jumped the cushion briefly. But he was able to grab it back, and caution. 88 car, Corey Wenzel upside down. 127 of Blake Machulis. Looks like maybe he might have been in this. Wow, that was Machulis, and it looked like maybe he just got loose and caught the fence, jumped the cushion, and maybe caught that fence up there. Got in good right here, out of turn 4. Yeah, jumped the fence, got the right rear in. It pulled the right front around. He catches Brendan Steele. And then Corey Wenzel, nowhere to go coming through there. That sent both cars for a ride. So Adeki, Halsey, Wenzel, Machulis all on the hook. $16 laps in the book. 9 to go. So we will be around lap 32 or 33 when we get the green flag. Appreciate everybody being here tonight on a Friday night. I know a lot of places starting to open up. You could be somewhere else, so thank you for being here with us. Don't forget, another one of these right after this one. We're going to find out how many cars they've got lined up for it in between races as soon as I'm done with the interviews of these top 3 guys. The lights are off on the pace truck. So we'll be headed for lap number 32 if it stays green the rest of the way. There are only about 11 cars left in this one. Semmelman, Webster, Elby, and Dunn with Brendan Steele still sitting in 5th. That car heavily damaged, just missing all kinds of front end parts. And once again, a giddy up, stop, go, start out in front. And that time Webster was kind of ready for him, and he was able to keep the gap a little bit closer, but Semmelman working his way away. 8 laps to go that time by Adam Elby. Now slider in line through 1 and 2. Couldn't take the spot from Webster. Webster easily crosses him back over. Now Webster's going to go slider line in 3 and 4. He's still got the advantage down into turns 1 and 2, and he goes slider line to protect the inside. Elby went top shelf, and I don't think when Webster's car was really ready for that wide slide he did right there. Got up there, got on top of the cushion, got a little out of shape. Top 4 broken away. Semmelman, Webster, Elby, and Dunn. From the rest of the field, Garrett Pepiot now has worked his way into 5th in front of Travis Oldfield. Steele falling backwards. I think that car very broken. John Batista up to 6th. We'll go back to the front. Watching the battle for 2nd. Semmelman, and then Webster and Elby, and now Webster's got a good advantage out in turn 2. 4 laps to go this time by. Semmelman, Webster, Elby, then Dunn, then Oldfield. Oldfield got around Pepiot. He now sits in 5th, but the slider line from Pepiot, and I don't know if he's going to take the 47 car out to the outside. He does not. And that momentum line really is kind of working there for the 38 car. 2 to go this time out of turn 4. Semmelman, Webster, Elby, 1, 2, 3. Then Craig Dunn in 4th, and it's a good distance back to Craig Dunn, or from Craig Dunn, excuse me, to now Garrett Pepiot, who got around Oldfield. Oldfield had a problem, took the car to the infield. White flag in the air this time. Maybe checkered flag that time. I thought they were going to lap 32 when I did the count, but maybe not. Maybe that was our checkered flag. They told me 9 to go, starting on lap 24. That is lap 32 in my book. But hey, your winner going to be a Dylan Semmelman. We get the top 3 pulled around on our front stretch. Let them get parked, get down here, get a couple of interviews. Nelson is here. Nelson came home in a second. I'm looking for Elby and Pepiot. Or, not Pepiot, I'm sorry. Semmelman. There's Dylan. There's Adam Elby. We'll get Adam first. We'll grab old Adam, bring him in the channel. Adam Elby, are you there, buddy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, everybody was going to transfer through, but a good practice race for you guys out there. You come home third. Tell us a little bit about what was going on and what you learned for tomorrow night.
Yeah, definitely good practice race. Hopefully we don't something that hooked up. You know, that's kind of Dylan's wheelhouse. There's hooked up around the top, so good win to him. You know, we got into it a little bit, but I kind of turned down, and I don't think he expected it. So just it's a racing deal. It happens, but definitely always good to get some laps. You know, it's been struggling here the last few weeks, just trying to find some speed that I lost. You know, maybe I'm just getting washed. I don't know, but felt pretty good tonight and today. Kind of found some stuff that I need to work on as a driver, and think it'll help us get back moving forward again.
Well, tomorrow night, 1,000 to win. I'm sure you're going to be all ready to go for that. What are you looking for as you move into that? Now that you're locked in, what do you think you got to do to make that a reality to bring home the big check?
I don't know exactly quite what the format is, but just kind of have to, if it's going to be a full event to line up feature, then we're just going to have to be aggressive and, pass cars, look 3-4 cars ahead and make as many passes as we can. And, it's going to be a good group of guys. Like, we didn't have a whole lot of cars in this last race, but, it was definitely a good group of guys. So it's just, you always got to be in your A game and got to keep moving forward.
All right, man. Well, tell us who helps you get it done and who we'll see on the car with tomorrow night with you.
Got to thank my guys over there at Splab. They help me out a ton and give me some driver advice. And then all of our sponsors, Bell Helmets, Wise Organics, K1 Race Gear, HMS, RE Electronics, and then, DSCCS and Brody and all those guys who put this deal on. It's a fun league. It's unfortunate we couldn't get more cars tonight, but, at least tomorrow's going to be a good race. So looking forward to that. I got to thank you guys for broadcasting, putting it out there, and all the fans who watch and support what we do.
All right, man. Well, we look forward to seeing you in this thing tomorrow night, and thanks for chatting with us tonight, buddy.
Thanks. Have a good night.
Third place, Adam Elby. Let's get Nelson Webster. Nelson, you there, buddy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, a whole lot of action at the front with you and Dylan and Adam there. Man, talk to us a little bit about how tight that racing was, and then you coming home second in this one.
Yeah, it was the first. I'd say the first half of that race was just super tight. Not a whole lot of moving around. It was kind of one lane, just tacky because of the car count. But we were all real close and kept it clean there for the most part. And I thought the track was getting pretty good there at the very end. I wish there was another 5 or 10 laps. I think I could have had something for the lead. But it was all for fun. We're into tomorrow, and I know it's going to be way slicker tomorrow. So that'll be interesting to see how it goes.
Yeah, well, everybody transferred through, so really just kind of a test and tune type deal. What'd you learn tonight that you'll be able to use tomorrow night? Maybe pick up the $1,000.
Not too much, honestly, just because I guess I learned that I screwed up my qualifying lap. I knew that when it happened, but other than that, I think the feature is going to be so much different track state tomorrow that this one doesn't really mean much. But yeah, I guess I learned a little bit for qualifying, and hopefully we'll be in a good position when the feature starts tomorrow.
All right, man. Who is on the car with you, and who's going to be with you tomorrow night?
I just got to thank everyone at TSR and Brody, obviously, for putting this deal on. He's also part of TSR, so that's cool. And just thank everybody here in the booth, and hopefully we have a good show tomorrow. All
right, man. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow night, buddy. Good luck.
Thank you, Roger.
Nelson Webster, second place finisher. Grab our winner up here. Grab him, put him in the booth with me here. Make sure his volume is good. Dylan Selman, are you there? Yep. All right, man. Well, you pick up the win tonight in what was basically a practice race, but you found something there. And you were able to fend the guys off. Good battle early. Tell us about all that battling back and forth between you and Adam and Nelson there early. And then how you finally secured the win tonight.
Yeah, for sure. The track was really key, so it was kind of just, slaughter line or top, and I was a little bit quicker than Adam. I didn't mean to get into him. He kind of came down a little bit, and I came up, so it was unfortunate. Kind of killed the race a little bit. But besides that, it was a good race, and at the end, I was trying to hit my marks, and it paid off.
Yeah, it looked like the track was still pretty heavy when you guys got out there, but the middle started to go away. What do you expect to be different tomorrow night when we get to the feature?
Oh, for sure. For it to be a lot slicker, it's pretty hooked up, and or probably to the middle more than likely. It's how Knoxville kind of goes when it gets super slick. So can't really take much away from this one, but really take much from the qualifying, to be honest, because we were terrible on qualifying. So kind of got to take away a little bit from that and try to get better for qualifying. But I think we'll be all right for the future.
All right, man. Who you got on the car with you, and are you ready for that big $1,000 check tomorrow night?
I don't know about that, but Fast Forward Media, Fast Forward Esports, Kyler Shaw, Michael Sellers Designs, you for broadcasting, and everybody that puts this together. It's a lot of fun. Thank you guys.
All right. Good luck. We'll hope to see you in Victory Lane tomorrow night, buddy.
Thank you, Roger.
All right, your winner tonight in qualifier number 1, Dylan Summelman. Hey, everybody from this one's going to absolutely make it through and start tomorrow in the regular show, so they'll be in the running for the $1,000. These guys finished this one up. They are going to rework the track. We're going to leave for a little while, and when we come back, Championship Invitational Qualifier number 2. So hang tight. I am going to shut this down long enough to make some adjustments to the headers and everything, and then we will come right back live here in just a short order. But we appreciate you being here. If you can't come back until the next time we see you, keep it dirty. I will be